Hello again. Now, 3 persons of interest are in police custody following the shocking murder of a German tourist in Mpumalanga on Monday afternoon. Police Minister Backlash and the top brass of the police were in the province earlier today. 4 tourists were traveling towards the Numbi Gate when they were attacked by 4 armed men. The attack has received widespread condemnation across the tourism sector. Tourism Minister Lindiwe Sisulu skipped today's cabinet lekgotla to spend some time with a group of German tourists. Let's get now more reaction from Oupa Pilane. He's from the Southern African Tourism Service Association, but he's also the chairperson of the Kruger-Lofeld Chamber of Business and Tourism. Mr. Pilane, good afternoon. Welcome to today. Thank you very much for your time. I guess it is good news that the authorities have taken this attack on the 4 German tourists very seriously, and they are on the ground and they are moving swiftly, and the police seemingly now nabbing 3 persons of interest. But for you, from a tourism perspective, you must be disturbed by the ongoing attacks in the area.
It is quite disturbing, and let me greet you and your listeners. It is quite disturbing. It brings a bad image for the Mpumalanga province and for our country. And it is in our interest, all of us, to make sure that we step up the safety and security of not only our tourists, but also our citizens. That area has really been giving us a bit of a challenge. We have also stepped up some security, private measure security that we have put in there. So we are really quite concerned about the safety of everyone in that area.
Yeah, there's quite a backlash following the killing of the German tourist. Yesterday, here on eNCA, I interviewed the German ambassador, and he was saying there were a couple of very negative headline news in Germany yesterday around this whole issue. From a tourism sector perspective, I mean, we're heading towards the peak season now. Are you concerned the numbers might dwindle?
We're quite concerned. I mean, Germany is one of our major source market. Almost more than 10% of our international foreign tourists come from Germany. And therefore, it is a very important source market for us. So we got to make sure that as they come into the country, we make sure that they are safe. So it is important that we convince the German market that we are doing everything as a country. And we are quite happy that government has really stood up on this one, and they are really playing their part. So what we will do in the next few days, we will engage with the German ambassador, because we are also, as the private sector, concerned about the negative press that we are getting in Germany. But also we've got to make sure that we give them some level of comfort that we are definitely doing something about the safety of their citizens in our country.
Yeah, I guess that's paramount, that to make sure that any tourists who come to South Africa, whether they're from Germany or anywhere, they should be feeling safe. What kind of plans do you think you, as the operators in this sector, the very important sector of tourism, what kind of plans do you think should be put in place to make sure that such incidents don't happen? The Minister of Police, Backlash, telling the media a short while ago there that there have been about 11 robberies in that area alone against tourists.
Look, I think what we have done as the private sector, after we had engaged with the SAPS previously and we didn't get far, we decided that we will, on our own, deploy private security on that road. We had deployed 2 vehicles on that road with securities, and we were on our process of deploying cameras. So what we then need to do is that we need to increase that visibility and make sure that we add more cameras to have an eye on most of the hotspot areas, especially where our tourists tend to go to. So we are definitely, as the private sector, taking this matter seriously. But also yesterday, we were on the ground at that area, and we met with our provincial commissioner, who had promised us that they will put a mobile vehicle there that will also assist in monitoring this area as we are moving towards our peak season.
Okay, thank you.